What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTubeverse? I am out here with all the fans buzzing and all this. I've cooled down. It's been a very busy day. I've been outside working and stuff. It's been a lot of stuff with branches that fell, and not just any branches. Big branches. Right there in the middle is where the fire pit is that normally I do my fireside chats from and everything. These all didn't fall individually. They all fell from a big branch, and I'm going to show you guys where that's at. It's just I literally do not have the strength to move it yet. But this guy right here, you can see all this stuff right here. I actually chopped all that up myself and everything. Tried to make sure everything was all nice and right with that, but that was a lot of work. And this is the rest of the branches out in the front of the yard right here. It's kind of covering the sidewalk and everything, but we'll move them to the back tomorrow. But these two were also cut off from the big branch back there. How it happened was, man, up here on this big old tree, one of the big old branches fell. Could have broken our neighbor's fence right there, but those sapling sort of trees right there, you can see they're all bent over. They took the brunt of that damage and kind of almost like spring launched the big branch over into my neighbor's yard. And with all those things attached to that big, you can imagine how much of their yard was probably covered. That's a big tree. It dropped a big branch. Yeah, it left some baby blisters, things like that. Hard work kind of stuff on both hands, you know. They're a little raggedy, and that's okay. I'm actually very happy for that experience, you know. I'm putting this video out not to complain about what I had to do, but to say it's a good thing to do that sometimes. It's perfectly chill to go outside and get some good work in doing something. I mean, you've seen the garden, right? Let me show you my garden real quick if you just missed it before. That's another fun little bit. Check this out right here, man. Out here with the garden. See, that's my garden. Here's my garden plants. This ain't all a walk in the park either. It was a year of composting, setting up, doing, getting everything together, and now all sorts of fun little plants are growing up in here, man, and that is awesome. And then my little aquatic tank passed all the blech. What I'm going to do here with these is I'm going to let the leaves break down. I'm going to throw it across the yard as fertilizer. The smaller branches will be snapped off, used as kindling. And then when my energy is back and I'm able to move my arms regularly again and swing the machete and work the saw that I was doing, because I used a handsaw and machetes to cut these branches. I don't think I said that, because I don't have any power tools. I'm not a power tool person, actually. And the greenness in here, in the aquatic tank outside, all of my plants are getting so much greener again. The light and the heat and the extra minerals from the rain really bounced everything back. It's looking so nice. I don't know what's growing in here. It's some sort of weeds, I'm sure. I just let anything and everything kind of fall into this. It is some dirt and everything, and it is just doing whatever. I put nothing in here. I'm excited to see what the heck these plants are growing. I'm a gamer too, guys. I like my TV. I'll watch YouTube. I'll do whatever. But I'm just saying, you gotta remember there's an outdoors. And we are part of an Earth, which is part of a solar system, which is part of a universe. Part of a galaxy, which is part of a universe. And we are so small on something that we perceive as big, but is also so small compared to the rest of the bigness out there. And we got this. Let's enjoy it. You know? It's great to enjoy your video games. It's great to have fun. But be outside a bit. Get your hands dirty. Oh, yeah, and also today, it's not the best thing that happened, but unfortunately, we had a casualty. One of my machetes, man, all the reverberation on hitting them trees kind of tore it up real bad. I don't know if I can use that one anymore. Thankfully, this one's looking good, and that's the saw I use, which is why I have my blisters and everything. Yeah, I use some primitive kind of stuff to get it all done. But that was today's project. I even told Danielle and my, well, Danielle's my roommate, so my roommate is Danielle, so that's the roommate I was talking about. I was telling her while she was out for the week for her surgery thing, I would go ahead and break that down. I told the landlords I'd break that down today, and I sure as stinking heck did it. And I'm very happy with myself. Not only did I get a good day's work of hard work in today, but I also followed through with my word. And when you do that, that does feel better than skipping out on it and not doing it. I don't know. I feel like that's a message out there, because yeah, I'm worried about some of the mentalities that are in the media, and not the media. I mean more like what I'm on. YouTube and TikTok. I mean, it's cool you have a talent for dancing. It's cool you have a talent for making people laugh and acting crazy and being a fool unapologetically. Those are talents. But that's not something we should base our lifestyles off of. A lot of these people do this stuff on their camera to do the stuff on the camera to make views, have fun with it. YouTube's about doing that, so I'm not hating on them. I just don't want us to fall into an idea that acting that way in public is normal. Because I bet you 90% of the time, the people that act like that on camera know better than to act a fool in public, which is why you don't see them on the news and stuff very much. Unfortunately, the ones you do see on the news and whatnot get themselves in bad publicity, and by this point, I'm starting to feel bad for them. Everything that they get is coming to them. They deserve what they've done for going to other countries and acting a fool, but at the same point, you can't help but feel a little bad for them at the same time, because they were chasing an ideology, thinking that internet fame is making them immune to whatever else. Like, you do this, that, and the other, and then you do something completely idiotic and wrong, and even law-breaking, and think you can get away with it because you did this, that, and the other. So I don't want everyone to think like that. I know there's a lot of people who don't. But YouTube reaches a lot of people, even the impressionables and the youngs and stuff, those who are just trying to find their way or something. And, you know, the way of hard work, getting out there every once in a while, doing what you can, that's good. That's not bad at all. So, next project, I'm going to be doing this on Thursday, check this out. This is my storage room! This sucker, right here, I'm going to turn into my big old gaming room. Now you can see that right there is a transport cage. I will never keep that as a permanent cage for any bird that is too small, because look at this to my hand size. Can you imagine being a bird trying to fly around and enjoy your life and this your entire life? No, it's a travel cage. Nothing more than that. So just because that's there, y'all don't think that's okay. It's permanent housing for birds. It's not. It's not. These are travel cage kind of things. Just like with those over there, one used to be for a tarantula. Her name was Shelub. And the other one is a backup. That was my starting tank, actually, for my crested gecko. His name was Gex. Or his name is Gex, actually. He's just rehomed. Nothing bad happened to him. And I've said this story before. I thought I would have to move suddenly. And I had to get a lot of animals' homes. It's 3 of them, in fact. One of them was one of my favorite types of morphs or genotyping of leopard gecko called the... not the solar eclipse, sorry. I was about to give a more rare. So it's the Max Super Snow Eclipse, which is your gray lizard with the spots and a very thin and faint yellow line that runs down the back of the lizard. So cool looking. And they have night black, kind of like very obelisk looking eyes, very dark eyes. It's so cool looking with these things. And she was so sweet. She was so awesome. And then it's a bummer she had to go and stuff. But again, why I started the channel, to document these things and remember them, you know? So that's the next project. I just wanted to say hey, and don't be afraid to do good, hard work, because it come back to you in some way or another. I just did all that today. Now what I did for my neighbors and myself, I kept our grass from dying from giant limbs choking out the sun and the growth of such grass, destroying our yards because we live on a hill. So erosion is a big thing, and unless we have plants that are rooted in the earth to hold the earth together for us, the hill is going to run away from us. Our houses are going to wind up tilting over. We're going to have foundational issues, and it's a nightmare. So in the long run, the hard work saved us so much trouble that could have been trouble. Because at this point, with my roommate gone for a week, and then with my... the roommate's gone for a week. I'm the only one here outside of her. And then we got the landlords. They're having like health issues and stuff. So it's like I was really the only one who could help my neighbors out at that moment. And I wasn't going to make them do it. So that would have been rude. Anywho, I thought I want to talk about something. I got a lot of hard work in. I cooled off. I chilled out a bit. I can see the color in my face went from a reddish to a bit more of a normal hippie complexion. Yeah. but I'm gonna go shower. I'm gonna go relax. Might be some more videos tonight. I'm just gonna shoot any video out there off the top of my head while I have the house for the week. And yeah, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Peace out.